Hello students, welcome to the R Square. So in the previous classes we have discussed everything about the Unit 1 chapter of economics. So today we will discuss about the most important part of economics, that is the law of variable proportion. So before we will proceed to the law of variable proportion, we need to discuss some of the main foundation of the log variable proportion. So log variable proportion is the main chapter of the production theorem. Okay, it is the main and important chapter of the production theorem. So what is production? We need to know that what is production. Okay. Production. The functional relationship exists between input and output is known as production. So the functional relationship exists between the inputs and outputs is known as production. So we need to know about the difference between input, output and etc. thing. Okay. So in the first thing we need to know what are the main factors of production. Okay, what are the main factors of production? There are 4 inputs are used in the production process. The main inputs are land, second one is labor, third one is capital, and the fourth one is most important, that is organization. So there are 4 inputs which must be necessary to produce a product. Okay, so in which some are fixed factor and some are variable factor. There are 4 inputs in which some are fixed factor and some are variable factor. So what is fixed factor? What is fixed factor? Fixed factor means which factor does not vary by the changing in output. Which factor does not vary by the changing in output is known as fixed factor. Okay, the examples are maybe land, otherwise building, third one is management, fourth one maybe machineries, and the fifth one is equipment. Okay, so these are the examples of fixed factor which does not vary by the changing in output. Okay, what is output? What output means whatever is produced. In a Maggi factory, Maggi is produced. Okay, in a biscuit factory, biscuit is produced. So whatever is produced is known as output. So which factor does not vary by the changing in output is regarded as fixed factor, which are always constant, जो हमेशा constant ही रहता है. मशीनरीज, इक्विपमेंट्स, ये सब तुम्हारा क्या होता है शॉर्ट रन में ये कांस्टेंट ही रहता है. These are not, these things are not varied by the changing in output in the short run. Okay. So the next one is variable factor. Okay, next one is variable factors. So what are the variable factors? which factor varies by the changing in output. Which factor varies by the changing in output is regarded as वेरिएबल फैक्टर। जो तुम्हारा क्या होता है, तुम्हारे आउटपुट के चेंज होने से जो फैक्टर तुम्हारा वैरी होता है, दीज आर कॉल्ड वेरिएबल फैक्टर। सपोज एक मैगी फैक्ट्री में तुम्हारा क्या होता है, आउटपुट जो तुम्हारा मैगी है उसका क्वांटिटी अभी तुम्हारा क्या डिमांड कम हो रहा है, कोरोना की वजह से मैगी का डिमांड अभी कम हो रहा है। सो किन चीज़ों को मैगी फैक्टर का जो ओनर है वो वैरी करेगा, देखो कौन कौन सी चीज़ों को, अगर तुम्हारा डिमांड वैरी हो रहा है तो तुम्हारा आउटपुट भी वैरी हो रहा है, अगर आउटपुट वैरी होगा तो किन किन चीज़ों को वैरी करेगा। देखो पहले लेबर, if the demand of the Maggi reduces in within the market, then also the output or the productivity varies. And if the output varies, then the proportion of the variable factor or inputs also varies. These are maybe labor and next raw materials. Okay, so these things varies by the changing in output. Okay, so these are the fixed factor and these are the variable factor. और भी कुछ हम इसमें variable factor में ले सकते हैं, जैसे तुम्हारा क्या इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, fuel and etc. Okay, some are fixed factor, some are variable factor. By combining the both of the fixed factor and variable factor, we can produce some of the productivity. Okay. After the fixed factor and variable factor, the next important thing in the production, that is short run and long run. That is short run and long run. So what is short run? Short run. Okay. So in case of short run, some are fixed factor and some are variable factor. So both fixed factor and variable factor are coexist together in case of the short run. Fixed factor and variable factor. So what happens in case of the short run? In case of the short run, some are fixed factor and some are variable factor. So the entrepreneur, the owner, the producer need to change the variable factor to produce an optimum level of output. ओनर क्या करेगा, उसका सिर्फ वेरिएबल फैक्टर में ही कुछ चेंजेस वो लाएगा टू प्रोड्यूस ए लिमिटेड क्वांटिटी ऑफ आउटपुट और प्रोडक्टिविटी। ठीक है, तो शॉर्ट रन में किस चीज में वैरी करेगा, वो सिर्फ वेरिएबल फैक्टर में ही वैरी करेगा, और जो तुम्हारा फिक्स्ड फैक्टर है दैट इज रिमेनिंग कांस्टेंट। ओके, तो फिक्स्ड फैक्टर में क्या क्या रहेगा, मे बी उसका जो बिल्डिंग है वो कांस्टेंट रहेगा। सेकेंडली उसका जो मैनेजमेंट है वो भी तुम्हारा कांस्टेंट रहेगा। ठीक है, लेकिन वैरी किस में करेगा, रॉ मटेरियल में वैरी करेगा, उसके बाद लेबर में वैरी करेगा। ठीक है, ये तुम्हारा वेरिएबल फैक्टर में जाता है, ये तुम्हारा क्या फिक्स्ड फैक्टर में जाता है। ठीक है, तो उसके बाद तुम्हारा शॉर्ट रन के बाद क्या आएगा, नेक्स्ट आएगा तुम्हारा लॉन्ग रन। नेक्स्ट वन इज long run. So in case of the long run, there is no fixed factor. In case of the long run, there is no fixed factor. All factors are regarded as variable factor. Okay, all factors are regarded as variable factor. जिसमें भी तुम्हारे फैक्टर दिखाई दे रहे हैं, बिल्डिंग हो, मैनेजमेंट हो, रॉ मटेरियल्स हो, लेबर हो, all everything changes in case of the long run, because in economics, in case of the long run, all are dead. Okay, so in case of the short run, some are fixed factor and some are variable factor, but in case of the long run, all factor are variable factors. Okay, so after the short run and long run, let us discuss something about the total product, average product, and marginal product. That is also a main thing of the production chapter. Total product, average product, and marginal product. So first one is total product. So what is total product? The sum of all product is regarded as total product. Whatever is produced by the using of all the fixed factor and variable factor is regarded as total product. Okay. And the second one is average product. Average product. So what is average product? Average product is the product per unit of variable factor. Average product is the product per unit of variable factor. यानी एक वेरिएबल फैक्टर का जो भी तुम्हारा क्या कंट्रीब्यूशन रहेगा टुवर्ड्स द प्रोडक्शन, दैट इज नोन एज द एवरेज प्रोडक्ट. एक सिंगल वेरिएबल फैक्टर का जो भी कंट्रीब्यूशन रहेगा टुवर्ड्स द प्रोडक्शन इज रिगार्डेड एज द एवरेज प्रोडक्ट. So average product is equal to total product divided by the variable factor. Okay, average product is equal to total product divided by the variable factor. Okay, suppose अभी तुम्हारा क्या होता है 10. सपोज अभी तुम्हारा क्या 100 यूनिट तुम्हारा क्या मैगी प्रोडक्शन हुआ. सपोज तुम्हारा क्या कितना यूनिट 100 यूनिट तुम्हारा मैगी अभी प्रोडक्शन हुआ बाय द यूजिंग ऑफ द 10 लेबर. ओके, बाय द यूजिंग ऑफ द 10 लेबर्स. ओके, so 100 unit Maggi production हुआ by the using of the 10 units of variable factor. So what is the average product? Average product is 10. Okay, that is the contribution of each labor towards the production. That is the average contribution of the each labor towards the production process. That is 10. Okay, so then the last one is marginal product. So what is marginal product? Marginal product is the addition made to the total product. Marginal product is the addition made to the total product by increasing one more unit of variable factor. Okay, it is the addition made to the total product by increasing one more unit of variable factor. तो तुम्हारा एक ज़्यादा वेरिएबल फैक्टर यानी लेबर को अपॉइंट करने से तुम्हारा जितना भी टोटल प्रोडक्ट इंक्रीज होगा उसे हम मार्जिनल प्रोडक्ट ले सकते हैं. सपोज देयर इज एन एग्जांपल. सपोज 10 लेबर 100 यूनिट मैगी प्रोडक्शन करते हैं. 10 लेबर 100 यूनिट मैगी प्रोडक्शन करते हैं. बट आफ्टर एम्प्लॉइंग वन मोर यूनिट ऑफ लेबर the total product increases to 120 units of Maggi. Okay, after employing 10 labor, total product is 100 units of Maggi. But after employing one more unit of extra labor, 11 laborers, total product is 120. So marginal product becomes, there is a formula that is MP is equal to delta Tp by delta V. MP is equal to delta Tp by delta V. Delta means what? Delta means change. Delta means change. Tp is equal to total product. And V is variable factor. So marginal product is equal to change in total product by change in variable factor. Okay. So that is डेल्टा टीपी. कितना चेंज हुआ तुम्हारा टोटल प्रोडक्ट में? टोटल प्रोडक्ट में चेंज हुआ 120 माइनस 100. कितना हुआ 20 डिवाइड बाय चेंज इन वेरिएबल फैक्टर. वेरिएबल फैक्टर में कितना चेंज हुआ 11 माइनस 10. सो 1. सो द मार्जिनल प्रोडक्ट इज 20. ओके, सो मार्जिनल प्रोडक्ट इज द addition made to the total product by employing one more unit of a variable factor. Okay. So after all the formulas and foundation about the law of variable proportion, we will discuss the main theorem, that is law of variable proportion. Okay. So already we have discussed that there are 5 parts of a law. Law of variable proportion. Okay, so already we have discussed that there are 5 parts of a law. First one is introductory part of the law. Second one is definition of an economist. Third one is assumption of the law. Then fourth one is, after the assumption, fourth one is explanation of the law, and also explanation is divided into 2 parts, that is tabular representation, and the second one is diagrammatic representation. We need to discuss both of the things, tabular representation, then diagrammatic representation. So after the explanation part, then the fifth one is most important, that is criticism of the law or the limitation of the law. Limitation of the law. So there are 5 parts: introduction, definition, assumption, explanation, and criticism, from which you can get 7.5 marks. Okay, from which you can get 7.5 marks. So what will you mention in the introductory part of the law? Introduction. So in the introductory part, you have to mention that the law of variable proportion is a short-run phenomenon. Okay, the law of variable proportion is a short-run phenomenon. Okay, in which some are fixed factor and some are variable factor, and the author varies only the variable factors. And the author varies only the variable factors. Okay, to know its effect on production. ठीक है, हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा? हमको सिर्फ वेरिएबल फैक्टर में ही वैरी करना पड़ेगा, इसका इफेक्ट तुम्हारे आउटपुट में क्या पड़ेगा उसको जानने के लिए. ठीक है, that you have to mention in the introductory part that the law is a short-run phenomenon and we need to varies only the variable factor to know its effect on output or productivity. Okay, that is the introductory part. So after the introductory part, then the second thing comes, that is definition part. Definition part. So in case of the definition, you have to mention any definition of the economist. You have to mention maybe the Boulding definition, maybe the Alfred Marshall definition, or anything. Okay. So in the definition part, you have to mention that the law of variable proportion is a short-run phenomenon. Also, in case of the short run, some are fixed factors, some are variable factor, and when a limited quantity of fixed factor are combined with a limited quantity of variable factor, and if the variable factor increases, then a point will come when the average product and marginal product reduces or decreases rapidly. Okay, that you have to mention in the definition part. After the definition, the third things come, that is assumption of the law. That is assumption of the law. So what are the assumptions? Already I have discussed that the assumption means the main things, the main possibilities in which the law is limited. Okay, the first assumption, the techniques of production is given and remains constant. Okay, the first assumption is techniques of production. Techniques of production. So the techniques of production is given and remains constant. If the techniques of production varies, then the law will not operate properly. So we have to constantinize our techniques of production. Okay, हमारा जो techniques of production है वो constant रहना चाहिए. It will not vary. If it varies, then the law will not operate properly. So after the first, second thing is, so the second assumption is the units of variable factor are homogeneous. Homogeneous variable factor. So what is homogeneous variable factor? Homogeneous variable factor means all the variable factors are equal in quality. उनका जो क्वालिटी है वो इक्वल रहना चाहिए. ठीक है, इसका मतलब है कि द कंट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ द लेबरर्स और द एफिशिएंसी ऑफ द लेबरर्स will not vary so much. उनका जो efficiency है, उनका जो contribution है towards the production, that not varies in a higher proportion. It may be up to a similar proportion, similar level. Okay. So after the second, then the third assumption is some inputs quantity are held constant. Fixed factor quantity to be held constant. Okay, so the fixed factor quantity to be held constant. तो तुम्हारा fixed factor का quantity है वो constant रहना चाहिए, because already we have mentioned that the quantity of the fixed factor remaining constant in case of the log variable proportion. Okay, and only the variable factor, which means key, laborers, raw materials varies, but the quantity of fixed factor will remaining constant. So the quantity of the fixed factor to be held constant. Only the quantity of the variable factor varies to know its effect on the output. Okay, so the fourth assumption is the law assumes short run. The law assumes short run. जो तुम्हारा law है, the law variable proportion is operate only in case of the short run. Okay, but in case of the long run, there is another law, that is the law of return to scale, that is applicable in case of the long run, where all the factors are variable. But in case of the short run, the law of variable proportion is operate in case where one factor is fixed and the another factor is variable. Okay, so after the assumption part, then the fourth part is explanation part. Already I have discussed, in case of the explanation part, you have to explain it in two ways. The first one is tabular representation and the second one is diagrammatic representation. And in case of the tabular representation, you have to mention it very easily. Okay, so first one is fixed factor, second one is variable factor, third one is total product, fourth one is average product, fifth one is marginal product. Okay, and the fifth one is marginal product. Okay, so after the marginal product, and the final one is stages of production. and the final one is stages of production. Okay, so fixed factor we need to keep it constant. हमें क्या करना है, फिक्स्ड फैक्टर को कांस्टेंट रखना पड़ेगा। कितने में, 1 एकड़ लैंड में, ठीक है। इट इज लिमिटेड इन 1 acre ऑफ लैंड, फिक्स्ड फैक्टर इज लिमिटेड इन 1 acre ऑफ लैंड। So we need to change the variable factor. In case of the variable factor, he has examined only about the laborers. Okay, so we need to vary the laborers. Okay, we need to keep constant the fixed factor and vary the variable factors of the laborers. So after the variable factor, then the third things come, that is total product. Then the fourth one is average product. So how do we calculate the average product? If we divide the total product by the variable factor, we can calculate the average product. And marginal product is the change in the total product. Whatever change may takes in the total product, that is known as the marginal product. And the last one is stages of production. Okay, so when fixed factor is 1, variable factor is 1, the total product is 10. After implementing 1 labor in 1 acre of land, total product becomes 10, and the average product is total product divided by the variable factor. So 10 divided by 1 is equal to 10 is the average product. average product कैसे निकलेगा, total product को जब तुम्हारे variable factor में divide करोगे, it becomes average product. So 10 divided by 1, average product is 1. So what is marginal product? Change in total product is regarded as marginal product. Total product तुम्हारा कितना 0 था, अभी कितना हुआ 10 हुआ. So marginal product is also 10. Okay. After implementing the second unit of variable factor, already we have mentioned that the fixed factor remaining constant with 1 acre of land, and the variable factor varies. So the proportion of the variable factor varies in the equal and similar proportion. Okay, so after putting the second unit of variable factor, second unit of labor, total product becomes 25. So how it becomes 25? It becomes 25 because the land is maybe fully and perfectly utilized after putting the second unit of variable factor. Okay, लैंड तुम्हारा क्या है, तुम्हारा 2 लेबर को पुट करने से तुम्हारा जो वेरिएबल फैक्टर है वो तुम्हारा क्या, उसका जो एफिशिएंसी तुम्हारा क्या ज़्यादा होने लगेगा, इसलिए ही तुम्हारा टोटल प्रोडक्ट तुम्हारा क्या 25 हो गया. सो आफ्टर पुटिंग द सेकेंड यूनिट ऑफ वेरिएबल फैक्टर, टोटल प्रोडक्ट बिकम्स 25. ऐसे कुछ नहीं है कि मैं कुछ कैलकुलेशन करके ले रहा हूँ, ऐसे कुछ नहीं, जो भी तुम ले सकते हो, लेकिन इसे तुम्हारा इंडिकेट करना चाहिए स्टेजेस को. ठीक है. So after putting the second unit of variable factor, total product becomes 25. So average product is total product divided by the variable factor. 25 divided by 2, that is 12.5. Okay. And the marginal product changes in the total product is regarded as marginal product. So 25 minus 10, 15 is the marginal product. So after putting the third unit of variable factor, total product becomes 45, and the average product is total product divided by variable factor. 45 divided by 3, that is 15, and the marginal product is 45 minus 25, that is 20. After putting the fourth unit of labor, total product becomes 60, and the average product is 60 divided by 4, that is 15, and the marginal product becomes 60 minus 45, that is 15 also. Okay, after putting the fifth unit of labor, total product is 72, and the average product becomes 72 divided by 5, that is 14.4. Okay, and the marginal product is the change in the total product. So कितना तुम्हारा changes आया है total product में, 72 minus 60, that is 12. Okay, after putting the sixth unit of labor, total product becomes 80. So 80 divided by 6. So 80 divided by 6, it becomes 12 point something. Okay, 12 point maybe something. So changes in the marginal product, that is change in total product, that is 80 minus 72. It becomes 8. After putting the 70 unit of labor, total product becomes same, that is 80. So marginal product, ये तुम्हारा क्या टोटल प्रोडक्ट अगर 80 रहा तो मार्जिनल कितना होगा? देयर इज नो मार्जिनल प्रोडक्ट. 80 minus 80, that is 0. So the average product is 80 divided by 7. 80 divided by 7, that is 11 point something. Okay, after putting the 8th unit of variable factor, it becomes 78. How it becomes 78? Because the marginal product is negative, that is -2. So 78 divided by 8, that is maybe 9 point something. Okay, so that is the criterion of the tabular representation, in which some are fixed factor, some are variable factor, that is the total product, that is average product, and that is the marginal product. Also we have to divide it in the 3 stages. Also we have to divide it between 3 stages. So how to be divide it? 1, that is second, and that is third. So 1, 2, that is third. So there are 3 stages. वर्तमान कौन देखिबो तमे देख मार्जिनल प्रोडक्ट तमर कोन इंक्रीज करिया को लागुची. ओके, इन द फर्स्ट स्टेज, that is 10, 15 and 20. ओके, एवरेज प्रोडक्ट भी तमर इंक्रीज करिया लागुची, that is 10, 12.5 and 15. ओके, so that is the increasing return stage. That is the increasing return stage. Increasing return stage. Okay, so what is increasing return? When a limited quantity of fixed factor, when a limited quantity of fixed factor are combined with a limited quantity of variable factor, then the average product, marginal product increases rapidly. That is known as increasing return stage. Okay, and second is हमरो कौन ची देखा marginal product रिड्यूस होबा को लागि छी. सेकंड रे कोन होई छी मार्जिनल प्रोडक्ट रिड्यूस होबा को लागि छी. 15, 12, 8, 0. एवरेज प्रोडक्ट भी तमरो कोन होई छी रिड्यूस होबा को लागि छी. 15, 14.4, 12 point something, 11 point something. So that is the decreasing stage. Okay, or we have mentioned the diminishing. Okay, diminishing stage. Diminishing stage. That is decreasing or diminishing stage. So what is diminishing stage? When a limited quantity of fixed factor are combined with a excess quantity of variable factor. When a limited quantity of fixed factor, which means कि 1 acre of land of fixed factor are combined with a excess quantity of variable factor, 4, 5, 6, 7 quantity of variable factor or labor, then the average product and the marginal product reduces rapidly. That is the decreasing or diminishing stage. Okay, so after the diminishing stage, then the times come for the negative return. Negative return or negative stage means when the marginal product becomes negative, that is said to be negative returns. Negative returns. Okay, so there are 3 stages. Okay, there are 3 stages, that is increasing return, decreasing return and negative return. Increasing return, decreasing return and negative return in case of the log variable proportion. So after the tabular representation, then the next one is diagrammatic representation. Next one is diagrammatic representation. So in case of the diagram, there are 2 axes So in case of the diagram, there are two axes. The horizontal axis OX and the vertical axis OY. So always you need to mention the units of variable factor in the horizontal axis OX. What will you do? You need to mention the units of the variable factor in the horizontal axis OX. Okay, and you need to mention the marginal product, total product, and average product in the vertical axis OY. Okay, so there are three stages. Okay, that is stage 1, that is stage 2, and that is stage 3. Okay, so the total product increases rapidly in the stage 1. Okay, total product increases rapidly in the stage 1, that is total product. देखो यहाँ पे क्या होता है, टोटल प्रोडक्ट क्या होता है तुम्हारा स्टेज 1 में रैपिडली इंक्रीज होता है, जो तुम्हारा यहाँ पे इंक्रीज हुआ है। कितना तक इंक्रीज होता है? टोटल प्रोडक्ट तुम्हारा 80 तक इंक्रीज होता है। सो मैक्सिमम तुम्हारा कितना आया? ये तुम्हारा आया 80. यू नीड टू मेंशन 80, दैट इज 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10. And the units of the variable factor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so in the first stage total product increases rapidly to the 80, but in the second stage total product will be constant. Total product is constant. In the first stage total product increases rapidly, but in the second stage total product remaining constant, but in the third stage total product starts falling from the point of K, and the next one is marginal product that increases in the first stage, but it reduces in the second stage and it falls in the third stage, that is the marginal product. And when the marginal product goes below the OX axis or when it becomes negative, टोटल प्रोडक्ट स्टार्ट्स फॉलिंग. जब तुम्हारा मार्जिनल प्रोडक्ट क्या होता है, ये समझिए, जब तुम्हारा नेगेटिव आता है, OX एक्सिस से नीचे आता है, तब तुम्हारा टोटल प्रोडक्ट के पॉइंट से फॉल होने लगता है, बिकॉज जो टोटल प्रोडक्ट है इट इज द सम ऑफ द मार्जिनल. Okay, total product is the sum of marginal product. So when marginal product becomes negative, total product starts falling. Okay, जो तुम्हारा 80 से 78 तक आया था तुम्हारे टेबुलर रिप्रेजेंटेशन में. Then the third thing is average product. Average product is increasing. Then in the second stage it diminishes. Then also in the third stage it diminishes. It could not be negative. It could not be negative. Okay. So after the tabular representation, we need to mention the criticism of the law. The criticism of the law. Okay. Also, there are 4 criticisms of our law. That is, the first one is inefficiently cultivated. If the laborers are not appointed in optimum manner, they are not utilized perfectly, so the law will not operate properly. The first criticism is inefficiently cultivated. If the cultivation process is not operate in a proper manner, not the fixed factor and the variable factors are not appointed in a well manner, then the production is regulated in the diminishing or negative return. So we need to find out it. Okay, so inefficiently cultivated, that is the first thing. Okay, second one is changes in the techniques. Changes in techniques. If the techniques of production varies, then the law also not operates. যদি তোমার কোন techniques of production vary করিব, then the law will not operate properly by our okay. So if the techniques of production, suppose an example, if we adopt some machineries and equipments in the first stage, then the production will increase. So when we appoint some amount of extra machineries and equipments in the second stage, then the law will also not operate because the production will increase. So the diminishing return will not operate easily. The increasing return is continuous to your optimum level. That is why the law will not operate properly, or the diminishing return will not come easily. Okay. So in the third criticism, inadequacy. Inadequacy means if the doses of labor are not adequate with the quantity of the fixed factor, then the law also not operate properly. If we appoint one labor in 5 acres of land, then the diminishing return will not operate easily because the quantity of the labor is not adequate by comparing it to the fixed factor. Okay, so increasing return will continue till the adequate labor will appointed in the production process. Okay, then the fourth one is increasing returns may not operate. So what is increasing return? Increasing return means higher amount of production by the using of the limited quantity of resources. Okay, so the profit of the producer will high. Okay, the profit of the producer will goes to a optimum level in case of the increasing return. So increasing return is not a normal case. If the skill of the management, if the efficient laborers are appointed in the production process, then only the increasing return operates. If not, then the increasing return will not operate. In some of the companies, the production started from the negative return, then it goes to the diminishing return. Then after a certain optimum level of production, after the efficiency of the company, the production goes to the increasing return. So increasing return तुम्हारा इतना जल्दी कभी भी नहीं आएगा अगर तुम इतना एफिशिएंट नहीं होगे. ठीक है, जो तुम्हारा अंबानी है, टाटा है, उन सब का इंक्रीजिंग रिटर्न चलता है क्योंकि वो सब एफिशिएंट है प्रोडक्शन में. ठीक है, सो जो इंक्रीजिंग रिटर्न सबका इतना इजीली नहीं आता है. ठीक है, so there are 4 criticism: inefficiently cultivated, changes in techniques, inadequacy, and increasing return may not operate. Okay, so after the criticism we need to know about the R square. Okay, if you want to join our classes, then we need to contact us. My name is Shyam sir and my official number is 9090768267. Okay, 9090768267. That is my official number. Okay, and Our email ID is the r square at gmail.com. So you can mail us for any kind of doubts. Okay, the r square at gmail.com. That is our official email ID and that is our official number. So you can call us. Okay, thank you for your observation and listening us very auspiciously.